Hey guys, my name's Bailey and this is my story. So growing up, I was never really part of a church. I never really grew up in a church-going family. Anytime that I would go to church, I would just be going with a friend for VBS or just for a random Sunday. Throughout my life, I thought I was agnostic because I was like, oh, well, this just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. No one's teaching me anything, so why believe it? And that really weighed on me through most of middle school and high school. In high school, I relied on other people to make me feel anything, and it just led me down to deep and dark roads that I didn't want to be down. And then in my junior year of high school, I had a really good friend take me to church because it was important to them, so I went, and it's changed my life. I came here, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I started going, and I really enjoyed it. So a couple of months after I started coming here was January of 2018, and that was the time that really changed who I was as a person. I was going through a lot of rough stuff at the time and dealing with just a lot of deep issues from my childhood and all that dark stuff, and we had a multi-sensory mix, and we had this big room that was lit up beautifully. It had a large cross, and there were strings going all across the room. And I just call it the forgiveness room, and what you did was you wrote on a piece of canvas and you write something that you're forgiving somebody for. And I was like, well, now's the time. I can't hold on to this anymore. So I wrote on it, and I forgave somebody from my childhood that I never thought I could forgive. And as soon as I pinned that piece of canvas on the line, I felt God taking that burden off of my shoulders. In that moment, God saved me. He said, look, I have you, and that's what's important. He showed me that he forgave us when he died on that cross, and there's nothing more beautiful than that. And so from then on, I just kind of kept coming into church, and I got on church leadership, and I really felt like this was where I belonged. And then college came, and I fell out of things. I still called myself a Christian, and I still believe in God, but I just wasn't really acting on it. And it was super important to me to act on it, but I just never really did because I didn't have anybody to go with, and I was too afraid to find somewhere. So then I came back home for the summer, and before I got home, I called Delmar and I was like, hey, if there's something that you need me to do for this college ministry that you're building and you think that I could be a good fit, let me know and I'd love to help. And thankfully he called me and he said, listen, this is what we could definitely use you for. Come and help us out. And I did. And it's been an amazing journey this 1 month that we've been here starting this college ministry, because it's not something that I ever thought I would get to do. And now every week I get to help spread the joy and the message and the love of Jesus. And that's not something that I ever expected for myself. But now it's one of my highest goals. It's my top priority. And it's my biggest achievement in my life, is being able to spread the gospel and be able to spread Jesus' love like he spread his love to me. So that's my story.